What is up, everybody? I hope you enjoyed yesterday's video. Probably you don't. Probably you're still unsubscribing. I can live with that. But today we are going to make another DIY. What? And today it's gonna be advanced because I thought yesterday was a little bit too easy. So I will challenge you to do what I've done because that took a lot of time. But it was worth it because I think it's pretty. We're going to create one of these cute snowballs. Oh my god, can you see it? Can you see it? I hope the light is not turning it into something weird. It's a little Hotaru Tomoe and it's a snowball and we have glitter inside. It's for good friends. So if you're watching, stop watching this because this is your Christmas present. Stop. Stop! Okay, thanks. I'm going to show you now how I made all of this.
Hello, let's start with the tutorial part. In case you didn't know, the figurine of Hotaru Tomoe that I use in this tutorial is actually inspired by this exact scene. She wore this outfit in the original Sailormoon anime when she first encountered Rini, or Chibiusa if you live anywhere else but the US. I can't even remember when I first got this figurine, but it was lying around for quite some time and I wanted to give it a new purpose. Her alternate identity is Sailor Saturn, as you obviously know, and she possesses powers associated with destruction, death and rebirth, and because she also has the ability to annihilate a planet and even an entire star system, as well as resetting the evolution of the same to zero, I wanted to place her in a galaxy-themed setup. First of all, I simply used an IKEA clam jar, which I already had at home, and we have to remove the clamp first before we get started. Then I used nail polisher again to clean the surface of the jar. Now we can start drawing the background, which is inspired by these amazing galaxy pictures because Sailor Saturn is mainly associated with the colors purple and black. Now we have to be smart because we want the picture to be perfect on the inside of the jar, which means we have to think in layers. I started with drawing the stars, then I added the purple and the blue colors, and lastly I covered everything up with black. You can see the finished galaxy on these pictures. I knew I wanted to have some cool purple crystals in my snow globe, so I searched for a tutorial, obviously on YouTube, and found this very helpful video of the YouTuber Natasha Rose, and she did such an amazing job with explaining how to do it. She made it with polymer clay, so I attempted to do the exact same thing. She recommended to use translucent white polymer clay, so I went with it too. First, you have to roll it into these cute little sausages, and I'm German, I love sausages, and cut them into little pieces. Let them rest in the fridge for about 30 minutes to make it easier to slice them into clean edges. I used the remaining clay in the meantime to build the base on which I placed the figurine and the crystals later. Try to make it the exact same size like the lid of your jar, because later on we'll have to glue it inside of it. Then I sliced the cylinders into the crystal shapes. I cut all the edges off and sliced the upper edges off to create the perfect crystal shape. Repeat this with every single one of your cylinders. I used chalk dust and a fluffy brush to apply the different colors. I chose a light and a dark blue, a purple and a very bright pink shape, but you can use whatever fits your figurine best. Then it's baking time. Please follow the instructions of your polymer clay. Unfortunately, I burnt them the first time just like Natasha did. As I said, I'm not the brightest candle on the cake, to be fair. What can I say? I just followed the instructions, okay?
I accidentally burnt my polymer clay. It's disgusting.
I tried it a second time and it turned out just fine. After baking it again, you can cover it with a varnisher or glaze like the one I use here. It makes the finished crystal water resistant, which is very important and helpful for our DIY. Now we can apply a glass or porcelain glue on the inside of the lid and underneath our crystal. Push it together and let it dry overnight. I also secured the lid with applying glue to the gasket. On the next day, I placed and glued the figurine in the middle of the crystals. I had to coat her feet in hot glue afterwards so that it would sit secured on top of the lid. So now that everything is prepared, we have to clean the glass again to avoid any grease or dust in your snow globe. I put the clamp back on the jar and now we can finally add our favorite glitter. I went for pearl and a silver colored glitter and these cute little stars. Now we finally fill our jar with distilled water and add some glycerin. The glycerin helps to keep the water clean and it lets the glitter float a little bit slower than normally. I closed the jar and secured the lid with another coat of hot glue so that the water won't leak out. And now we're done. I really love how the snow globe turned out and I think it's a very pretty and nice tutorial and makes for a very unique present.
And that was it. That was so much work for just one single present, but I think it's something very special. I hope you enjoyed the time with me. I really enjoyed it with you. I'm not a DIY channel yet. I just try to be a well-organized YouTuber and to present you a Christmas series on my channel. As always, if you have created a snowball on your own, please tag me in the pictures on Instagram or send it to me on Twitter because I really love to see all your pictures and what you do with all these tutorials. And as always, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up because I never get thumbs ups on my channel. And if you like in general what I'm doing here, please subscribe to my channel. It's completely for free. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.